name is Thien Nguyen. When I first started at university, right, in 7th grade, I was not independent at all. I remember when I first started math class in middle school, I was procrastinating, didn't do my work until someone told me to, didn't ask questions, didn't talk much to people, because I was scared. What I would do is I would ask people to ask that question for me. Like I didn't want to ask my own. I didn't like to stay after for help, unless someone told me to. When it hit 8th grade, I started to get a little bit more independent. Decided to carry my machine from class to class on my own, and only need assistant in a couple of my classes, like math and science. I also learned how to type. And in 9th grade, I had got more independent. I started asking questions I needed to. I would also stay after school when I needed help with my homework. I would ask Ms. Hammond lots of questions when I was stuck on a problem or didn't understand it. I would focus more on my work, turning on time, and speak up for myself on things that I need. Like for example, notes in class, some extra time to work on my homework and classwork if needed. In 10th grade, I still continued what I did in 9th grade and would stay after for geometry club where I need help with my homework or to help Ms. Behagan, help Brandon with his work when she's busy. In 11th grade, I would still try my best to be independent, turn all my work in on time, and I would try to get good grades to make it to NHS. Also, I remember telling Ms. Hammond and Mr. Higgin that I wanted to take pre-calc, so I asked them for some advice. So then, Mrs. Hammond and Mr. Higgin gave me some good idea to take pre-calc in senior year, so I did. So, in senior year, I took that class, and I tried my best to be independent in class, asking Ms. Hammond for things that I need, and question when I'm stuck. And I would try my best to do my work to get good grades without people telling me.
So now, Tim, we're going to ask you some questions. Do you mind if I go first?
Oh, please.
All right, so Tim, I read your essay, and I have a question for you from your essay. So you seem to have grown to be an advocate for yourself, and like you mentioned in the presentation, more independent. Do you feel comfortable being independent now, more so than before? And how might you be able to use that as you transition into college?
Well, it's good that I got more independent, so then when I'm in college, I can speak up for myself and talk to my professor and other people like when I needed help or some kind of assistance.
Thank you.
What's that paper you've got in front of you, Tim?
My notes.
Yeah.
So I was independent to build my own notes for reference.
Cool. So we've gotten to know each other quite a lot over this time, so I'm going to try to talk about something a little bit different. I've definitely seen you grow in independence in class, but in your paper you talked about some of the other people that instead of you being helped, as you became more independent, you started helping other people. And you mentioned Brandon in your opening remarks. Can you think of other ways that you've worked with others to help them at University Park?
I remember last year in physics when Alright. So last in physics, when Quinn was new to the school, she sat next to me in physics. So I remember when Dr. Vinto came out with a problem set, Dr. Vinto had me translate for Quinn to explain to her the problem in Vietnamese. So I did, and she understood it.
Hi, Tim. I'm Tim Richards. I'm the outside community member on this panel. Thanks for your presentation. I have a question for you. You had mentioned when you were talking, as well as in your essay, when I was in 9th grade, that was when my success started, and it was my first time getting an A for math. And you had mentioned this also, that 9th grade seemed to be this pivotal moment for you. I'm just curious, what was it that led to that success? What was that change that happened? And how did that continue over the next, those 4 years?
So when I first started in 9th grade, like, I would see people come to class, like some of my class would do their work, get their work done on time, and they were talkative, and I decided that I should be talkative and funny too. So then, if I'm doing my work, I can ask them for help, and also like, if I do those kind of things, maybe they will encourage me to do my work. So I just continue on and work out for freshman year. So I just continue on throughout high school.
Great, thank you.
Tim, there are some photographs up there of you, and there's one of you holding a National Honor Society,
Yes.
say, diploma, I don't know what else to call it. Certificate, thank you. Why did you pick that picture?
Because that's when I tried my best throughout high school, get good grades, and also being independent to speak up for myself and do everything my own, like my classwork and homework, not procrastinating.
How'd you feel on that day you got it?
I feel really proud of myself.
Very nice.
You have done a lot of things in our school, but you've also done quite a lot out of school. I'd love to hear more about you. You talked about your job at Holy Cross. What was it like for you to have your first job and learn the skills that you did there?
Having my first job, it was terrible at first because making pizza, you need to make a circle, and my pizza was a rectangle. Apparently on the first day of work, it went straight into the trash. I was disappointed in myself. So I went home, I said to myself, never give up. So I just continue on for weeks. And apparently, I know my shape, so I turned into a circle.
Some people like square pizzas, so.
But apparently, Holy Cross, they learn too much geometry, so
I have another question. In your essay, you had mentioned challenges that you have had to manage that are challenges that other students may not necessarily have had. And I'm curious if you could comment on how those challenges actually led to academic success.
So, challenges. Alright, so for example, like in math class, I would sometimes have to work 2 times harder than everyone else because, like for example, there's a shape on a paper, like some kind of graph or something like that, they'll be able to see on a paper. So for me, I need to make it larger. And sometimes I would have my assistant draw it out into like a graph, so that like a paper, so I can do it in my hand. So take a while, and also like outside of school, and stuff. So I take a class called mobility orientation, which teach me cane skill and transportation for other people that can get to places like 10 times easier. That's my challenge.
So as just a quick follow-up, so it sounds to me that like that requires a whole lot of patience. And you think that in part is a useful skill for being academically successful.
Yes, that's
Great,
right.
thanks.
Tim, do you want to tell everybody a little bit, some of us know, but what your plans are for next year? Share with everybody.
So I'll be going to Framingham State, and I will stay on campus. First time living on my own, so it might be complicated at first.
Looking forward to it.
Yes, I am.
So, a lot of your independence has, I think, from what I've seen, come from trying to figure out how best to help you. And you wrote on the very first page about the book Reading a Mind for Numbers, which we did in class. And you said that it helped you a lot. What are some of the things from that book that you felt personally applied to you that you put into practice?
So procrastinating, because back then I would procrastinate a lot. But since I read that book, it gave me some good ideas. Like for example, when you have like a problem set, don't wait last minute. You should do like 5 problems a day, and come up with your own problem simulators so you can get some practice. So which I did, and it helped me a lot with other work too.
Any further questions?
No, I'm all set.
Any question for you, ma'am?
I'm satisfied with the answers. This isn't, since we're doing gateways differently this year anyway, I have something a little extra that I wanted to do at the end of your gateway. One of the things I'm gonna miss most about you is your sense of humor. And I don't know if you guys have seen him walking around school, but he has this massive equipment that he has to bring around to his classes so that the things that he's looking at can get blown up and made big. And because of that, he has incredibly big muscles on his arms. And as you can see, I mean, he's dressed up today, but generally he wears long sleeves because you're not allowed to bring guns to school. So I couldn't resist him. I got you this shirt, and it has no sleeves. It's a tank top, and it says "Sleeves are for nerds." So that when you decide to wear this, you can think of me and all of the jokes that we used to have. Oh, he's got a joke to add.
Oh.
All right.
So whenever you walk into Miss Canyon room, it's always hot in there. One, it's because I'm in there. Two is because math is hot.
So I'm gonna hand this to you, Tim. This is for you.
Thank you.
Good job.